Okay. So today we are going to do cabbage farming. So we are going to do a small video of how to plant cabbage. Okay, so the first thing when doing cabbage farming, you start by preparing a seed bed. But you can plant your seeds in you can use trays. But today for us we are going to use a nursery. So for the nurseries, they have to loosen the soil. If you see this surface, you see it's hard, so you want to loosen it with this soil, then make it flat. Then later of that we are going to pour some manure. Yeah, so let me show you how we loosen the soil and create a flat surface. So yeah, just dig with your djembe. This is a fork djembe. This is a fork. The other one is the djembe. So loosen the soil. Also, loosening the soil will also help us get some weeds. So you get that in the soil there's some weeds that have grown because of the rains. So you see this is a weed. You also remove them so that to reduce competition for your cabbages when you plant them. Yeah. So the varieties that we're going to plant today for the cabbages, we're going to plant Kinimo F1 from Star Kayas. It's a very good cabbage variety. It is resistant to diseases and it also has a very good attractive head. So we prepare the land. After this we are also going to add more manure. So for this planting, we are not going to use any chemical fertilizer, just going to use manure. Then later after the seedlings have grown well, we are going to transfer them to a different place.
Ni adui mkubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa, kwani ndicho kiini hasa kisababisha chonja. Ewe ndugu yangu we, amka kumekucha, kamata jembe na panga, twende shamba. Hata wewe mwanangu, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda shule. Hata wewe karani, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda kazi. Vivu ni adui mkubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa, kwani ndicho kiini hasa kisababisha chonja. Ewe ndugu yangu we, amka kumekucha, kamata jembe na panga, twende shamba. Hata wewe mwanangu, amka.
So if we step on the land, we're also going to make sure the areas that we have stepped, the soil is loosened. So I'm going to go back and do some prepare it.
Vivu ni adui mkubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa, kwani ndicho kiini hasa kisababisha chonja. Ewe ndugu yangu we, amka kumekucha, kamata jembe na panga, twende shamba. Hata wewe mwanangu, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda shule. Hata wewe karani, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda kazi. Vivu ni adui mkubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa, kwani ndicho kiini hasa kisababisha chonja. Ewe ndugu yangu we, amka kumekucha, kamata jembe na panga, twende shamba. Hata wewe mwanangu, kwani ndicho kiini hasa kisababisha chonja. Ewe ndugu yangu we, amka kumekucha, kamata jembe na panga, twende shamba. Hata wewe mwanangu.
So we are going to go to the next step. The next step is adding manure. Then after that we are going to pour our seeds. Yeah, so we just make sure it's flat. So I'll just use my djembe. Then one other thing, if you want to know your soil is healthy, you will see that we have some worms. So this means our soil is very healthy and fertile. So yeah, it's very good soil. So we have some worms here. You see, to make sure that your soil is healthy, you should have such things in your soil. If you don't see such, your soil iko na kashida. So this you can flatten the way you want, the way you like it. Just flatten it here. Yeah, it's perfect. Good. Hi. Now we go to the next stage, adding manure. So we are going to create a surface for the manure. So manure does the rich nutrients that cabbages need. So cabbage is a heavy feeder. It loves a fertile and rich soil. So for our manure, we cover it with this bag so that it can decompose well. So if you had an option, a chance to touch here, you'd feel it's very hot. So it's very rich, it's very fertile. Wow, that smells good. So we should make the surface flat. So we are trying to reduce these big soil particles. So we just make it flat, simple. You also notice that I'm going back so that anywhere that I've stepped, I rectify that it does not have a greater hard surface for the seed to germinate. I think we should get a djembe that is AI driven so it can also help us do this work. I think if we would have an AI djembe, more young people could be into farming. So to the young innovators, we need to do something simple, like a djembe that is AI driven. So I've just created a prompt. Create this land suitable for cabbages, and I even tell it the variety that I want. Tell them I have Kinimo F1 cabbage from Stakayas. So prepare the land. Yes. So we go to the next step. So for the next step, we are going to pour the seeds. Then after that, we are going to cover the seeds with manure. So cabbages are heavy feeders. They love fertile soil. Yeah, and this soil is very fertile. If you'd observe it well, you'll see that there's some worms, some of the earthworms. So we are going to sow our seeds, and the seeds that we are going to use is Kinimo F1 from Star Kayas, and our bed is prepared, it's ready. Yeah, so we are going to propagate them. So okay, so when you're buying your seeds, make sure that your seeds have the mark of Kefis, so you can confirm. They even provide a number which you can send a message. You can scratch the code. So my number is here. You scratch the code. So this is the number that we do. The conmen have become very creative. They are creating their own stickers from Kefis, so you can scratch and confirm if it's genuine seeds. And these one are very genuine seeds. So also when you're buying your seeds, make sure you're buying from a qualified or a Kefis certified dealer seed merchant. So I'm not going to throw my paper away. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to throw it in the dustbin later. So these are the seeds. It's good. Yeah, these are the seeds, cabbage seeds. So let's do it. So I'm going to take care so that I don't plant in one area. Just propagate it throughout to here. So cabbages are very heavy feeders, so you should not plant in one area. Then when they grow up, after a few leaves, we can going to transfer them from the bed. So for this, what we do, since it's a bed, we are not using the lines now, because we want them just we are planting them for the nursery. Then later we are going to transfer them into a bigger space, then we are going to follow the spacing. So since I was planning to for this bed, the seeds that can go, it's this is 10 grams, can cover this nursery. So I divided it into two, so that I can know where to stop. And this one I've been done, they're already done. Just a few here. Yeah, so I'm going to see where I've not. Where the number is not that big. Plant it here. Good. That's good. Yeah. So I'll mark it here. And now start again propagating our seeds. So make sure it's well covered, the seeds. You can put, when you are planting, you can put small pieces so that you do not overknock them in one region. So just put small pieces in your hand and spread them well, proportionately. There you have it. Now we are going to cover it with manure. I'm going to put manure now. Okay. So we're going to cover the seeds in a very small, smooth surface of the manure. So we're going to put here on the on our bed. Yeah, so okay. A well decomposted manure smells very good, does not have a bad smell, so you might not feel disgusting. You may not feel disgusted when you are collecting it. Also, it's very good to use good tools. So you're using a spade here. You also use wear gumboots. Yeah, it's good to take care of yourself. Okay. If you do not have manure in your home, you can buy it. There are some people who sell manure. You can check them out. There are people who sell the manure, so you can, if you don't have it at your home or you don't have cows, yes, you can still get it, or maybe borrow someone who has cows and they're not using them. Or you may also create your own compost manure. So in our next video, we are going to do a video where we are going to train you on how to compost the organic waste, so you can do a compost at your home. Even if you're in urban areas, you can use the organic waste, the kitchen waste that you get from your home. You can use it to create your own manure. Another thing is the BSF. You can use the organic waste from, you can use the organic waste, feed them to insects such as the black soldier fly, and use it to plant. You can also use the vermiculture. So you take red worms and feed them to the organic waste, and you get your vermicompost. Yeah. So we are going to cover our seeds. We are going to cover our seeds with the manure. So we are going just to create a very small surface of the manure. So this I think manure is very wet. So I think because of the rain, it did not dry well, but it's well decomposed. So the manure that is good for the seeds, we just cover the seeds so that they cannot be on the surface. For now, we just cover the seeds, but we had added another manure when we were preparing the land. Record tu naitumia tu somewhere. Ni zenye zingine naona ziko mingi area moja, na kuna area zikupata hapa, so try kuzispread tu. Sasa ni lunch time, tufunge makazi, twende kwa chakula, tuje tena saa 8. Wengine wanakwenda kulala wanjani, umenishida ndugu, na inamuumiza.